Hello everybody and welcome to a special episode of Night of the Dead. So what is so special about this episode? It is Wave 40. We finally got here. Tonight is going to be the 40th wave. Absolutely awesome. Now I'm going to be recording this episode at a slightly higher quality than usual, just so that we can get the best view of the wave. So because of that, I will be probably cutting straight to the action. I would imagine many people have come here today to view what kind of carnage Wave 40 is going to bring. So we're not going to do much in the way of farming and running around. We're going to say, yeah, just get on with, let's see just what Wave 40 is like. For those of you who are new to the channel, I really suggest watching some of the other episodes, especially some of the crazy episodes like episode 21. That was just, well, has to be seen to be believed. So, right, Wave 40. I'm probably going to eat all of my food and cakes and everything tonight just to have a massive bar, just to see how large it can be. Right then, on with the show. Hello, and we're back, and I just thought I would give everybody a quick tour of the base, especially if they're new to the channel to watch Wave 40. So, without further ado, we have, this is my house. This is where all the crafting takes place. The storage and things. So yeah, that's house. This over here is base number 2. This is my retreat base in case base number 1 dies. And yes, for those who are regulars to the channel, we have the return of the ballista for this channel, for this episode. I will at some point put another wall across here and put the trebuchet back up there, I think. That should mean that it'll see them and not see the ones inside the maze. So I'll test that out at another point, not on Wave 40. This is the main way, the main... God, I can't speak. This is the main base. So we have bait in the middle. It's then just a crazy circuit of endless traps and chewing machines. On and on and on and on and on. To the front. Now, the front area here is where all the action is. Everything, well, 90% of the stuff will die here. Just literally in this little section here. The bosses will tend to get past. All of the exploding spider zombies, they will usually die here, where I'm standing. They can't really take that amount of damage, so they're usually out of it by here. Some of the taller bosses, they will usually make it to here, and then that's the end of them. The occasional one or two manages to squeeze a bit further in. I might as well repair the floor while I'm at it. There you go. But seldom does anything get up here. Yeah. And it's been a very long time since I've seen anything get to the bait. The bait sometimes takes a little bit of splat. Oh god, I need to go have a drink before the big wave, aren't I? Seldom do we get anything here, as I said, but you do get a little bit of splash damage now and again onto the bait. Just repairing the floor. So, viewing, sadly, is usually restricted to this. That's usually the view you get of the zombies coming up. I put lights out there to try and get the best viewing we can. But there's usually a wave of constant zombies coming up here. But I need to be here repairing these. I need to be here on this. And I need to run inside here to repair these. So I can't really be anywhere else. I have to be in those locations. This isn't the wave, by the way. This is just some random daytime zombies. So I need to be in those locations. I would love to be out at my picnic table and just sit there and watch them all die. But I will need to be in here. So I will give you the best views I can. what's the goal? The goal is when the final wave arrives, the big massive zombies, the bosses, etc., I will start flaming them with my hand flamer through here and in here. That causes them to not walk, or because they're on fire. So every time they try and move, like a little tick of fire goes off and it keeps them still. Along with the various traps hitting them, they basically all jam up in here like a mass of sardines, and the crusher just goes to town. Now, some people ask why there are no spikes down here at the bottom of the crusher, and that's because when I stand here, I can repair and replan the cutter. But I can't, as you can see, if the front one either needs a reload or a repair. Now, if I put spikes on the bottom as well, I still won't be able to reach the cutter until both the crusher and the spikes are repaired. And I want that cutter active. So that's the only reason there isn't spikes here, is because it allows me from this window to keep the cutter active, which is what I want. Okay, so let's get on with it. Haha. Okay, it's almost time. I'm sat out here at my little picnic table. And one of the things I wanted to do for this episode is just see how well different foods stack. Now, I haven't made like one of everything, but I've made a good selection of different foods here. So we're going to see how many of them stack. So we'll start off with the plus 40. That's fine, that's to there, and then a plus 30, to there, plus 20. Now another, no, sorry, no, a plus 10, and then another plus 10. No, so the two plus 10s didn't stack. Or I'm maxed. One or the other. No, they didn't stack. So a plus 10, a plus 20, a plus 30, and a plus 40. That's pretty crazy health bar there, isn't it? Well, at least we know. So that's, if I need to run and kite, that's a lot of stamina. Wow. That's a serious health bar. Now, somebody did say that maybe sometimes the size of the wave is based on how much health I have. I really hope that's not the case, because we really have gone over the top with health bar on this one. That is pretty crazy. So we're basically at plus 100 health. Wow. Right, so I've filled up the ballista. I have got a few more ballista rounds on me. I don't know whether or not I will come out here during the attack and fill it up some more. To be honest, I doubt it. It's going to be doing all of its fun in the first few, you know, trash mobs and early bosses. But when things get going, which will be by the time that's empty, I am going to be focused here full time. I'm not going to be running around filling ballistas when I have traps to reload and things to repair. I'm going to be busy. So the last daytime wave, as I've said several times, but say if you're new to the channel, I might as well explain. So there's you get various daytime waves, and the last one in the early waves starts off around about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, but it gets later and later and later. So by wave 40, your last daytime wave is actually arriving at midnight. So there's really no gap anymore between that last daytime wave and the first proper wave. So the first few zombies you see coming up will actually be part of a daytime wave. We also now get bosses continuously, so it's not like some bosses just at the end wave on wave 40, well on wave 39, you just have bosses all the way through the waves. And then at the very end wave, you just have wall-to-wall bosses, just so many bosses, it's crazy. Okay, just about to take off now. There are some spikes in the valley below. Not huge, but enough to delay the initial first wave. There's a bunker down below in the valley, and the front of that bunker has the barb spikes on it. It's seldom enough to kill anything, but it bunches them up a bit for me. And that's what I want. I want them to come in numbers. I don't really want to see 1s and 2s coming up here. Mainly because it uses up charges on my traps that I have to use tree branches to reload to kill a single zombie. That's pointless. I want like bunches of them. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Wave 40. Try and give us the best view down there as I can. So they're going to come up over there, over the edge of that stone. I can actually stand over here for the first little bit just so you can see. They're going to come up over there. And if I stand kind of here, they'll head towards me, then they'll smell the bait and curve in. I don't want to be too far over here because they'll miss the first cut if I do that. So this is just a daytime wave. It's not actually the real wave. I mean, the blister's not really hitting anything, just they're in 1s and 2s. I'm actually going to take the opportunity, I think, to try and refill. No, I won't. I can't. It'll mess up the pathing. The zombies down below will get attacking the palisades if I do that. And that will be a disaster if they destroy the palisades because they'll climb the mountain. Just refill these. Okay, this'll... Here we go, I can see it. The first exploder boss. As I said, he won't get very far. The exploder will get to the corner there. Although they do have more and more and more hit points. As every wave goes by, they get harder, tougher, more hit points, they do more damage. So they can make it a bit further. Just trash. The little flamer. There's a butcher. The butcher will get a little further, but not very far. Oh, he's actually fallen down. To get rid of him, I need to keep this going. Let's refill this. Give that a repair. Lots of bosses. Give that a repair as well, might as well. waves of trash. The butcher. A boss. I'm gonna flame that butcher down there. The bosses down there. I don't like them underneath. They sometimes fall down there. It's not that much of a problem. And the only reason I haven't walled it off is so that you can see. I leave that open so you can see through. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see anything. More bosses. Just gonna keep that up. I'll replan this so that I can go deeper and have a little look around. Just gonna go in here, make sure everything's okay at the back. Give that a repair. Make sure everything's okay, that's all. I've got plenty of tree branches. Just trash mobs. A boss. Loads more trash. A little bit of a refresh. Yeah, let's do that one. Refresh the front. Right, let's have a look what we got. Bunch of trash. The boss. All of this is little stuff, to be honest. Until we get to that final wave, this is just a warm-up act. I'll leave all that for now. It's fine. I do like to have everything kind of on full almost for that final wave, because the final wave was crazy. I'll let this run down to 30 something and then I'll just repair this. I'll do. More trash. We're getting close to the 2 o'clock now. The 2 o'clock is when the main wave will spawn. I'll just replan everything a little bit. There's a butcher down there. Just wanna put him on fire. If I set him on fire, he won't be able to throw. Okay, everything's fine. Give the floor. Okay. Some more bosses. God, I'm surprised it's not 2 o'clock already. Ah, here we go. There you go, 2 o'clock. I was thinking, it's got to be 2 o'clock by now. The main wave will spawn any moment. And then we really will have some fun. Let's repair some of this. Alright. Let's keep an eye out. You'll soon know when it arrives. There'll just be masses of bosses. So I keep everything up onto full health. Still not here yet. Just trash. It's still not here yet. It would be funny if we have another episode whereby the final wave basically doesn't make it. Like they all rout. I've scared the zombies away. No, it's just no final wave yet. They're lulling me to a false sense of security. The butcher just threw a knife at me. That's alright, no, he missed. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's just power this up. Let's go in here. Let's get a flame started. Okay, let's go in here. Back flame. And then flame in here. The flame keeps them all still. They'll all start cooking in there now. Getting crushed. It's all over now. All over. Just mopping up. Mopping up. Butcher down there. It's just a butcher. Wherever he is. I just want to flame the butcher. Well, no, I'll just go inside and shoot him or use my lightsaber. Come on, butcher, where are you? You're stuck in there somewhere, aren't you? Strange that they are targeting me there, then. I mean, the bait trap is surely still active. It is. Let's just go and get rid of this butcher. Or has he just died? I think he might have just died on the spikes. Yeah, he's died. Well, there we are, everybody. That is wave 40. Done. Everything in there is fine. Brilliant. Let's go and see how far they made it through the base. It's always interesting to see. So, the bait itself is fine. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I mean, that's the other side of the wall. It's not actually in this run. So, nothing yet. There we go. One always seems to kind of like make it as far as my pendulum and die here. And then nothing really. And then here we go. So this is where a lot of the bosses will die. In this corner. And then the rest of this is just the complete carnage area where everything dies. You know, my traps and things are taking quite a bit of damage this time, actually. They don't usually take much damage at all, but there's definitely some damage. I mean, this one here has taken a bunch of damage. But they've held. All traps are still up. None of them have collapsed. All floor pieces are still fine. The walls look fine. Maybe some minor damage here and there. But yeah, everything's fine. All good. Now starts the road to wave 50. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, everybody that has been watching my series. It is a case of I started the game basically out of the box. I bought it off Steam. Didn't have a clue what to do. Didn't even know anything about it. Just clicked hardcore and I haven't died yet. This is it. 40 waves and I'm still going. Although I suggest you watch something like wave 21. And you'll see just how close I've come to dying, because it's been real close. Real close. Cannot believe I've managed to get away with it so far. Some of them have just been insane fights. Really insane fights. So thank you very much, everybody that's been subscribing, liking, commenting on the channel. You are all wonderful, and I'm hoping I can bring you more quality content. Thank you very much, and see you next time for Night of the Dead. Bye.